Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have some really tough news coming out of French football that is hitting the Japanese national team hard, and it involves one of their most experienced and versatile players, Takumi Minamino. The Monaco forward, who has been a key part of Japan's setup for years now, just suffered a serious injury to his left knee, specifically a rupture of the anterior cruciate ligament. And this happened during their Coupe de France match against AJ Auxerre on Sunday. It was a game that Monaco actually won 2-1, but the victory felt hollow because in the first half, Minamino went down in a collision that looked innocent at first, but turned out to be devastating. He clutched his knee immediately, teammates rushed over, and he was stretched off with his hands covering his face. You could see the pain and the fear in that moment. And post-match, the Monaco staff were already worried, sending him straight to the hospital for scans. And then on Monday, the club confirmed the worst: a full ACL tear in the left knee. Now, for those who follow football closely, you know how brutal an ACL injury can be, especially for a player like Minamino, who relies on his quick changes of direction, his bursts of speed, and that clever movement off the ball. He's 30 years old, turning 31 next month, and he's been in solid form this season, playing 21 times for Monaco, scoring 4 goals and providing assists. He's not the flashiest, but he's so reliable, always popping up in the right places. And that is why Japan coach Hajime Moriyasu has trusted him with 73 caps and 26 international goals. Minamino was massive in helping Japan become one of the very first teams to qualify for the 2026 World Cup. He scored 4 goals during the qualifiers and was often the player who unlocked stubborn defenses. Think back to his time at Liverpool, where he contributed to cup wins, or even earlier at Salzburg, where he dominated. Now fast forward to this injury, the timing could not be worse, because the World Cup kicks off in June 2026, co-hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico. And Japan has a tough group. They open against the Netherlands in Arlington, Texas, at the Dallas Cowboy Stadium, then face Tunisia and a European playoff winner, possibly Poland or Ukraine. Minamino was expected to be a starter, or at least a vital option from the bench. His experience from the 2022 World Cup, where he played in Qatar, would have been invaluable. But now, with a typical ACL recovery in professional football taking around 9 months, sometimes 6 to 12 depending on how the surgery and rehab go, it seems almost certain he will miss the tournament. The injury happened in December 2025, so even if he has surgery soon and everything goes perfectly, he might be back training by September or October 2026, way after the World Cup has started and finished. That is the harsh reality here, and it is not just Japan that suffers. Monaco are 9th in Ligue 1 and still in the Champions League with big games coming up against Real Madrid and Juventus in January. Minamino was set to play a big role there too. Now they will have to adjust without him for the rest of the season. Looking deeper at how this unfolded, it was during a challenge where Minamino was trying to win the ball back. He twisted awkwardly, picked up a yellow card in the process, and then went down. The stretcher moment was emotional. Fans at the game and watching on TV could feel it, and social media exploded with support from Japanese fans, Monaco supporters, even old Liverpool fans remembering his contributions there. Messages pouring in wishing him a speedy recovery, because everyone knows how mentally tough these long layoffs can be. Players often talk about the isolation, the doubt, the daily grind of rehab. But Minamino has shown resilience before. He bounced back from tougher spells in his career, like when he wasn't getting minutes at Liverpool and moved to Southampton on loan. Then to Monaco, where he has rebuilt himself. So there is hope for the future. Perhaps he targets a strong return in the 2026-2027 club season, or even eyes the next international cycle. But for now, the focus is on surgery, rehab, and taking it step by step. On the broader picture, this injury highlights how fragile football careers can be. One twist, one awkward landing, and months of hard work are wiped out. It also raises questions about workload, because Minamino has been playing a lot across club and international duty. Japan qualified early, which was great, but maybe the congested schedule in Europe contributed indirectly. And for Japan, they have depth with exciting talents like Takefusa Kubo, Kaoru Mitoma, and others, but losing Minamino's leadership and goal threat is a blow. Moriyasu will need to find new solutions, perhaps giving more chances to younger attackers. Public reaction in Japan has been one of shock and sadness. Media outlets are calling it a massive setback. Fans are rallying behind him with hashtags trending, and the Japan Football Association will surely send their support. Meanwhile, in Monaco, the club statement emphasized that the whole team is behind him, which is important because a positive environment speeds up recovery.
Looking ahead, the best-case scenario is Minamino makes a full return, stronger, maybe with better knee stability post-surgery. Some players even say they feel more explosive after proper ACL rehab. But the World Cup dream for 2026 looks over, and that stings, because Minamino deserved another shot on the biggest stage after giving so much to the Samurai Blue over the years. It's emotional for fans who have followed his journey from a young prospect to a national hero. So we wish him all the strength in the world during this tough period. Football will miss him on the pitch, but knowing his character, he will come back fighting and inspiring others along the way. That is the story so far on Takumi Minamino's ACL injury, a reminder of how quickly things can change in this beautiful game. Thanks for watching. If you want more updates on this or other football news, drop a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think about Japan's chances without him. Take care, everyone.